Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie Hirt. I'm a soul level animal communicator and a soul level intuitive coach. And today I wanted to hop on to my channel and talk with all of you about 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And here's why. So we're having a winter storm today, as apparent by my crazy hair, because I just got back from taking a walk with Lucas. And while I'm walking with Lucas and talking with him, I'm also talking with my guides just to see what all, there's so much going on right now. As always, right? Because I keep overfilling my plate, which is another topic that I want to address as a workaround for not feeling worthy, my negative belief. However, staying on topic of 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So I was walking with Lucas and talking with my guides, and I was just saying, boy, I want to talk about something today, but I'm not sure what. And my guide said, well, look at what's happening right now in nature, in right where I am. We're having a winter storm. It is February. What is the date today? February 22nd. Ooh, Feb 222. It's February 22nd. We're having a winter storm. Now, winter storm in February in West Michigan, not a big deal, right? However, what's been interesting is that we've had spring-like weather for several days, to the point where I was wearing my lighter coat. This would have been way too warm today. I actually didn't need a coat the other day. There's a YouTube short that's coming from Lucas and myself where we're outside, and you can tell. Anyway, but my guides were going, look, you're walking on snow. 2 days ago, no snow, no ice, total grass, everything green, and you can start to see the buds on the trees. The geese were flying overhead. Those that don't stay here, there's some that migrate still, were coming back. The red-winged blackbirds are back. The bluebirds are starting to really get that bright blue plumage. So we're taking steps forward. And now some people would suggest that with a snowstorm means we're taking a step back. And the guides were saying, so see, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And what I also want to say is about that is, in the 1 step back, that is the time to reflect. So nature, when I look at it just through the viewpoint of nature, we were moving forward. We were starting to get outside. We were taking off our coats. We were seeing, I was just in my hometown yesterday. I could see the tulips starting to come up. We were seeing things start to come up. And now from nature's perspective, nature's is like, okay, let's take a step back. Let's go inside. It's cold. Let's get bundled back up again. It's warm. It's time, or be warm instead of cold, or be warm in the cold weather. It's just time to take that step back and go within and go reflect and go review. So nature basically is giving us some signals. Go outside, no, go back in. Go outside, no, go back in. Go outside, no, go back in. So even when it becomes spring and we have a rainy day, that's a day to go back in. So just know that nature is giving us signs all the time of where we should go, what we should focus on, how we should be. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So I thought about that, and I'm like, oh, that's really interesting how that's doing it. And the other thing that Lucas, my dear friend, was reminding me too, when I had that conversation with the guides, and he's of course paying attention, and he's like, and don't forget, the other day, I didn't have a great day at daycare. We were moving on this path, he's working with me on trusting myself and building up trust, and trusting myself actually is a foundation of everything I do. And he was saying, and look, yesterday I went to daycare, a couple of days ago, I went to daycare and I didn't have a great day. I got cornered by some dogs. I told him I didn't like it, and they had to give him several timeouts. He was just kind of wound up. It was also super windy. That's another story. But anyway, but he was saying, see, I was mirroring what happens when you don't trust yourself. And so we took a step back to give us the space to reflect on it, review it, understand what was happening, allowing the lesson of trust really integrate. And then yesterday he was at daycare. He had a great day, fabulous day. He came home and I'm like, it was so interesting. When he came home yesterday, I was like, how was the day? He's like, oh my God, it was fantastic. All these dogs and he likes the ladies. So he was there with the ladies and he was just having a blast. Whereas the other day when he came home, I knew that I could tell the moment he came out, something wasn't right. Then they told me what happened. Then I was asking him and he just felt super disappointed in himself. And then I had I have another good friend of mine, Kate Foggo, that we do the Making Light show. She checked in with him and same thing, just didn't feel good about the day. But I realized later it was him mirroring me not trusting. Anyway, so again, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And the stepping back is what I really want to clarify. The stepping back is not a bad thing. It is not a mistake. It is not wrong. There is no wrong. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to go back inside, take your hat off, explore the hat head, but go back inside, reflect, meditate, realize what's really going on. How is it feeling in your body? How are you feeling right now? What are your animals trying to share with you? What's nature trying to share with you? How can we seize the 1 step back as the best way to actually move forward? And I'll also leave you with this. For those of you who follow, this is so hard to say, follow Father Richard Rohr, who is a mystic. If you follow him, his whole entire meditation for this year. So he does a yearly theme and then gives you daily meditations via email. You also follow him on Instagram and YouTube and whatnot. But if you follow him, this is his theme for the whole entire year. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And so every time I have a situation that I think, oh, look at me, I'm moving forward, and then bam, I get knocked back on my heels a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, 1 step back. What do I need to think about right now? What is going on? How am I feeling? Am I not even in my body? Am I not even feeling what it feels? Have I been getting all these signals from my body and I haven't been honoring them? So I just thought it was really interesting as I was walking today with Lucas and my guides, and I heard 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps toward spring, 1 step into winter, all these different signs from nature, from the birds, from the plants, and from Lucas and my guides. So I thought I'd share that with you. I'd be so curious to hear how people are feeling about 2 steps forward, 1 step back. What do you do when you get the 1 step back situation? What does it feel like even when you get the 2 steps forward situation? Share with me. I really, really want to hear how people are thinking about this, how you can integrate it with what you're doing, how you can incorporate it, how you can actually find a way to celebrate 1 step back, and how even the word back actually can mean forward. I mean, it's just so interesting to me how language can limit us in how we perceive the world. So please let me know what you're thinking, how it's all resonating with you. I hope you take really, really good care of yourself, particularly as this winter storm blows through the Midwest and the East Coast and all the things, and everybody's freaked out about it. I hope everybody's okay. They even name these things now. They were just snowstorms when I was a kid. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I hope everybody's safe. I hope you all take care of yourself. I hope you enjoy the step back, and I will see you next time right here. Thanks for being here.